conditions as we move into race number 17. The revs are up, and here we go. They are off. Our girls 11 to 16 headed for that Bell Hole Shot Award. Who's it going to be? Wow, look at this. Big jump by Michaela Nelson. Got a huge hole shot there. Able to take advantage of it as you come through the trees. Absolutely up and over the big hump. Headed down into that tight left-hander, and it's got to be a good feeling right now to have clear track ahead, headed for that Cometic. Oh, look at this. Somebody making their way inside. Who is that exactly? Wow, coming out of nowhere, throwing the challenge on. Is that the number, I believe, 28? Yeah, that is. That's Katie Benson right away. Holy cow. Came to the inside of that big bump. Michaela Nelson with the hole shot, but Benson hid behind that bump, didn't even see her. And when they come around that corner, boom, appeared out of nowhere. And here she is, putting a challenge to Michaela Nelson right now. Nelson going high, keeping the momentum up, able to hold Benson off, but already on the attack. Katie Benson going 1-1 so far here, looking to make it a perfect score. Michaela Nelson wants to get up there and hold her off, put a #1 in the books for herself, but here comes the number 28 machine. Going to have a race here on lap 1 as we work our way through the beach. It's the 95 versus the 28. Benson pulls up just a little bit, goes to the inside. Nelson trying to keep that momentum up around the outside. Looks like we have maybe Bricado on that number 35 machine, that Husqvarna, coming up in this third position. I believe that may be as they work their way into sight. We'll get a little better idea. And it is Nelson followed by Benson. It is the 54 machine, Cami Samples, on her Husqvarna, not Bricado. So Samples, wow, actually closing the gap right there on Benson as they come around to complete lap #1. Take a quick look at the gaps here. Nelson in that first position at 2:01.1, a 2:01.8 for Benson. Cami Samples a 2:02.9. Now we'll get a true lap time, as of course a little shorter lap with that start. So Nelson going to have her hands full. Samples really picking up the pace, trying to close the gap on those lead two. And of course Benson back there. Benson's going to push the issue here in just a moment. Nelson riding a good race right now, but there's that line that Benson used earlier to take the lead. Just came out of camera shot into the inside. And Nelson still able to hold off, but a challenge right now coming to the outside. Benson using all that momentum, trying to get a little better drive, and absolutely does. Enters the 10 Commandments a little cleaner, and now one whole rhythm ahead of her. Both of them take the low line as they work their way up and over the big hump into the forest back there. And now Benson clearly making the pass stick. Michaela Nelson needs to remount a charge right here, needs to stay on her, because that number 54 machine of Cami Samples now going to start applying a lot of pressure, smelling blood in the water, and Samples does not want to let Benson get away. A little further back, looks like Mackenzie Bricado in that 4 spot. Kylie Stallings riding in the number 5 position. Landry Hazen on that number 90 Kawasaki in the 6th spot. Natsuki Kuzumoto rides in the 7th position, while Edlin Malcolm is in the number 8 spot. Sophia Phelps rides in 9th, Jada Murphy in 10th. Jessica Jeffrey in that 11th spot. Marina Cancro rides in 12th. Destiny Powers in 13th. Brooke Boland in that 14th position. And Zoe Gresh in the number 15 ride. Up front, Katie Benson trying to gap these guys these ladies just a bit here, coming around that big corner, and that number 54, Cami Samples, trying to work up on the rear fender, Michaela Nelson. Benson first one through this time around, picking up the pace just a bit. We're going to get a true lap time here on lap #2, a 2:10.7 for Katie Benson, a 2:12.7 for Nelson, but I told you Samples was coming. She's running a 2:12.1, so over half a second quicker than Nielsen, and there's only a second and a half separating them. So Nielsen really going to have her hands full with the number 54. And here we go. We've talked about her several times today. That 13, Natsuki Kuzumoto, moving herself into the number 4 position. Again, not the greatest of starts for Kuzumoto, but taking advantage of these early laps and putting herself into great race position. Landry Hazen in the number 5 position. She turns a 2:16. Kylie Stallings with a 2:18 in the 6th position. Mackenzie Bricado, a 2:20, rides in 7th. Sophia Phelps, a 2:17. Wow, looking good. Phelps, she's only about a second back behind Bricado and running 3 seconds faster. So riding on the wall for Bricado and Stallings. Phelps is on the way. This one a 15-minute moto, just about 5.5 minutes in, so 9.5 minutes to go. And Katie Benson in the driver's seat of this one, but all kinds of racing left and all kinds of racing happening. Again, impressed with that number 13 machine of Natsuki Kuzumoto. Hazen trying to mount a charge right here, but a little bit off the pace. And again, taking a look a little further back, Sophia Phelps on that number 56 machine. Going to start bringing the heat, only about a second and a half back out of that 7th position. Not able to get her on camera here, not able to make a visual, but I'm going to have to say making some moves in that rear section of the course. Back into the front here, into view comes our leaders again. And I tell you, not much of a change in the gap. Holy cow. Got to give props to Nielsen. And again, that 54, Cami Samples, not letting Benson go. And a matter of fact, here comes Nielsen trying to make a move around the outside, pulls up to within about 2 bikes of Katie Benson. And the number 54, Cami Samples, has the best seat in the house, sitting back watching all of this develop right now. Again, coming through in that 4th position, Natsuki Kuzumoto, this time a 2:13.1. So wow, right on pace almost with the leaders. A 2:12 for Samples. So just about a second difference in that lap time, but Kuzumoto really pouring it on. Landry Hazen, a 2:14. Kylie Stallings, a 2:18. Bricado, a 2:19. And there comes Phelps. Phelps, a 2:18 that time around, so getting held up just a bit. But Phelps turning about a 2:14 last time around. This is race number 17 on the track. Race number 18, our junior plus 25. Those guys down on the starting line right now in staging behind our plus 25. Race number 19. Number 19 looking at Super Mini 2, 13-16. Max Volan going 1-1 so far in that one on the number 2 machine. So some great motos yet to come here. Not to mention the one we're in the middle of right now. As a matter of fact, all right, we need Cade Niffing to the office, please. Cade Niffing to the office, please. Also, Levi Kitchen, not sure if you heard the first announcement or not, but Levi Kitchen, number 17, we need you to the office as well. And we've got some recovered lost items. We need Gregory Albertson, Trenton Maggard, Michael Runner, Wyatt Thurman, Foster, number 3, and Ronald Miller. So Gregory Albertson, Trenton Maggard, Michael Runner, Wyatt Thurman, Foster, number 23, and Ronald Miller. If you're missing some stuff, which we know you are, you can come pick them up at the MX Sports office.
I got even more. I'm going to add to the list. More packages at the Trackside MX Sports office. Ready? Listen for your name. If you hear your name, come pick up the package. Katie Benson, by the way, out front. Yeah, this is a much longer list. Katie Benson continues to maintain the lead on the 28. The 95 you see on your screen, Michaela Nielsen. Cami Samples running 3rd. Okay, these folks, we got packages waiting for you in the Trackside office. That's Kenzie Bucalfo, Lewis Bloodsworth, Yvonne Katani, Charlie Fish, Factory Connection, Jamie Gardner, Chase Lawton, Elizabeth Lionel, Sophia Phelps, Mark Smith, Alex Vestal, Kevin Ware, Londes Weeks, J.R. Zollers, and Derek Harris. You all have packages waiting for you. Derek Harris, J.R. Zollers, Londes Weeks, Kevin Ware, Alex Vestal, Mark Smith, Sophia Phelps, Elizabeth Lionel, Chase Lawton, Jamie Gardner, Factory Connection, Charlie Fish, Yvonne Katani, Lewis Bloodsworth, and Kenzie Brocalfo. Stuff waiting for you for Christmas time. Packages, presents, open them up.
I hate to be the spoiler on that one, Weege, but unfortunately, Sophia Phelps and Mackenzie Brocado are
in the track
right
that's
now.
not happening.
So,
All right, just ride as soon as you take the checkered flag, hang a right. That's hilarious. Big battle right now. You're watching the 2 laps to go, the 28 and the 95. Benson, Nielsen, Samples. I want to reset this and see where we are. There's the 28 of Benson. It's getting tight down here at the end. Samples and Nielsen are right there.
They've been that way the whole time, Weege. I know you've been busy with the keyboard right there, but I can tell you this gap has remained almost the same for about the last 4 laps. And I tell you, I'm impressed with Nielsen. Nielsen got out to an early lead. Samples really closed the gap pretty quick and made a pass. If you remember, Samples worked into it. Nielsen answered, and so here she is trying to chase down Benson and hold off Samples. So props to that young lady right there, man. Her
here
mental
comes
game.
the pass right now. Nielsen's trying to take the lead. Around the outside. Ooh.
Same spot last lap, Weege. Tried the same move.
Benson just able to hold on as that 2-lap card now comes out. Nielsen just wants the gold. It's not going to affect the title, but a gold medal to take home, that'd be awesome for her, and she wants it. Yep. Going to try these outside lines again. Oh, they're in so much on topic. Oh no, the leader
Was that
and
Benson?
championship leader goes down. Yes, Benson.
Wow.
How quickly can she get up? Will this affect the title?
I gotta believe she's going to get up pretty quick there, Ouija. I hope that it was just a
and a lap rider almost crashes in front of Nielsen.
Oh my goodness, this thing getting out of control in a hurry. That 2-lap card comes out, and it's almost like a magnet for drama.
You're right, man.
It's
You're
like,
right.
Okay, go time. As soon as that 2-lap card comes out, it's action.
Absolutely, yeah. This is like the highlight film of the Moto.
Man.
So now Nielsen is out front, and the real question is, can Benson pick it up? She had 4 positions of a cushion. She definitely, 2 of them just changed right there because Nielsen just gained 1, and she just lost 1 in that exchange.
Let me tell you, just got done complimenting Nielsen too. This girl has put in the work right now in this moto, earned that position right there, brought the fight to Benson. I don't know if Benson made a mental mistake or had some contact down there. Ends up flopping that thing in the ruts, and is it going to affect the championship? I don't know, but it just raised Michaela Nelson's stock in my book. I can tell you that.
Fighting to the end.
Yeah, heart, desire, and effort out of this number 95 in spite of the championship standing, dude.
Well, that was the thing. We thought she was just going for it because she wanted a gold medal, but honestly, if you challenge a leader, maybe a little pressure makes all the difference. It did. That made Benson go down. So now we have to see where is Benson on the 28. She needs to, I believe, finish this one in 3rd. Is she in that position or not? There she is. We found her now on RacerTV.com on the 28. So it was behind the billboards near the mechanics area. There were about 5 lap riders and Nielsen challenging her, and she got cross-rutted and went down.
And I got to tell you, look at Nielsen's composure right now. Look at the body position. I tell you, confidence just exuding from this young lady all over.
So there's Nielsen tripling past the finish line. So she comes through the number 1. Actually, somehow, wait, Cami Samples on the 54 has now taken over the lead. Remember, Nielsen got stuck. Yes. A few turns after this a lap ago, remember Nielsen got stuck behind a lap rider? I believe somewhere in that exchange, the 54 of Samples snuck by.
Well, you can't read her number plate. Samples has got some roost on it. We probably mistook her for a lapper, to be quite honest with you.
It was this turn right here where Nielsen got hung up, but Nielsen's going right back after her. But Nielsen's going right back after her. Katie Benson is back in 5th.
Holy cow.
So if it ends like this, Nielsen has the title. It's a tie. So this final lap, everything's on the line. Nielsen has to get Samples. Samples has about 5 bike lengths on her, the 54 versus the 95.
Wow, if you're Cami Samples, there's a weight on your shoulders right now. If you're Michaela Nelson, that stopwatch is clicking in your head.
See, Nielsen doesn't have to pass her yet, but Benson is in 5th. If Benson moves to 4th, then Nielsen does have to pass her.
Right.
And it's all on the final lap right now. Woo!
bringing this one to the end right here, Weege, and this is what championship races are made of. Make your way to the podium. We're going to bring this one to the end, and man, we're going to have to keep you updated. This one's going to change again, I'm sure, before the end of this lap. And here we go. It's on the 54. Cami Samples bringing it back through the beach. On the gas right now is the number 95, Michaela Nelson, going to be able to get in there. She's got a lapper in between the two of them. It all depends on Benson right now. Benson having that fall over back there behind the billboard. Cami Samples on that 54 goes way inside. Michaela Nelson tries that middle line. Here they go, both up and over the middle, coming over that cake slice right now. On the gas as Nilsson got that number 95 KTM whipped up. That 54 Husqvarna of Cami Samples doing everything she can. Inside, outside, both riders going wide right now. One rider in the middle. Here we go, it's on. Final lap. The 54 has the lead. The 95, wait, what happened here? All right, that's what I thought. I thought this one was coming to an end, and had a couple riders blow right past that checkered flag. So this one's going to end. Cami Samples, 54 with the win. The number 95, Michaela Nelson. What an effort. Michaela Nelson in that number 2 spot. Natsuki Kuzumoto in the 3rd position. Look at this. Landry Hazen in the number 4 spot. Katie Benson back to the number 5 spot. So 1-1-5 for Katie Benson. Weege, man, there's going to be some stories to tell down there on the podium. But right now, taking a look at it, officially it looks like Cami Samples, Michaela Nielsen, Natsuki Kuzumoto. I can't say enough about this young lady's determination as well. Landry Hazen holding off Benson here at the finish line. I believe that one position can make the difference here, and it is definitely the number 28, Katie Benson, in the number 5 spot. Rounding out the top 10 here, looks like Adeline Malcolm in the 6th spot. Kylie Stallings in number 7, Mackenzie Bricado in that number 8 position. Marina Cancro in the number 9 ride. Looks like it's probably going to be Sophia Phelps on that number 56 machine. I believe that's her. Yeah, no. Jessica Jeffrey able to make the move there on the number 12 to round out our top 10. But man, oh man, we knew it was going to be exciting. We knew there was going to be a shootout in this girls 11 to 16. Never imagined we would see a change of events, a turn of the tide like we have here. Plus 25, junior plus 25 down on the line right now. Mike Brown, Darren Durham going to try to settle it out here on the track. Sun continues to rise. Shadows getting a little bit shorter here on the east side of the track. As the sun takes his position in the sky, going to have fewer shadows here in the middle for quite some time. Going to round up our last moto at about 3:30, so going to head to the Lucas Oil Arena about 4 o'clock and get our celebrations underway. Right now, the 54 machine up on the podium right now. Beautiful looking graphics on that Husky. Wow, MTF in the pink and white, looking good down there, Weege.
Yeah, and so good, why not do an extra lap? That's what she did. She took an extra lap.
That's what I thought. Blew my mind.
Yeah. I got to get our 3rd place finisher on up to the podium. I need our 3rd place finisher to come on up. Right now, I need our 3rd place finisher to come to the podium. 3rd place. Kazumoto, please come to the podium. Need our 3rd place finisher to come up. We got 2 bikes to cycle in and out because we have the Moto winner and the champion as well. All right, now we got it. We got our race-winning bike up here and our 3rd place finisher. Let's hear it for Natsuki Kazumoto. Good race?
Yeah.
Who would you like to thank?
It's Socar MXDF, Shoei, and DID, ZAM Japan, Swans Goggles, Dunlop, MX Clinic, Jake.
Good. All right, congratulations on the bronze. All right. Natsuki Kazimoto takes third, everybody. Okay, and now we're gonna talk to our Moto gold medalist. Let's bring Cami Samples on up. Well, this is about as wild as it gets. This is a spoiler here. She gets a gold medal. Awesome ride, holding on. Everybody else had to beat her. They needed the points, but she held them off. Let's hear it for Cami Samples. The lap traffic at the end of that race was nuts. How did you negotiate that? Because that made a huge difference, and you did it well.
I just tried not to make mistakes or follow because I didn't want to get caught up, so it really paid off.
How good does it feel to get this one?
Feels awesome. I had a rough first 2 motos, and it's good to end the week like this with a moto win.
So good, you want to do an extra lap. Did you even know that?
No.
Keep it pinned. Who would you like to thank, Cami?
Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, my mom and dad, everyone at MTF, Brian, Colleen, Jacob, Warren, Tony, Big B, Maxima, HP, Roost, Mun, Monster, and anyone else I forgot.
Let's hear it for our gold medalist, Cami Samples. Thank you. If we could have someone from the crew of the 54 machine here of Cami to move this bike on off, and we will, thank you, bring the championship machine on up. Well, this title was completely thrown upside down with about 2 to go. Samples, Benson, and Nielsen battling it out. We need to bring the championship machine onto the stage, collecting the silver medal, which will make all the difference in the championship. It will unlock the Shield Trophy. Never gave up, and with the silver, she earns the championship. They call her KK. Let's hear it for Kate Nielsen. And just more hardware. You nailed the start in that one. Great job. Yeah, tons of people wanted to take pictures here. All right, Michaela. I don't know if you knew what was going on. At one point, you were just battling for the moto win, and then it turned into the championship. Did you even know what was happening? It was happening so fast.
Yeah, I wasn't getting some good motos. I was sitting in second, coming in third moto, and I just wanted to win because she had to get off the podium for me. And I knew she fell, and I thought she caught up to third. So I just tried to get the moto win. Came here as riding good. A few lappers were in the way, but I got to a great start. I'm pretty pumped about that. Pro Circuit has my motor really dialed, and then Dunlop is always doing their best. So just like to thank everybody.
Unbelievable. So when you came across the line, what are the emotions like when you nail this title?
I was pretty bummed in the other ones, so I didn't know I got the title until Pro Circuit and Hope told me. And so I was just full of emotions, and I'm just really happy right now. It's my first Loretta's and first trying, so.
Wow, first Loretta's and a first title. Very good. Real quick.
Trying.
First time going for it, yeah. Who would you like to thank?
Just my mom, my dad, my family, my sister, just everybody at home watching. I know they're pretty pumped too. Pro Circuit, Toilet Designs, Mika Metals, DT1, Dunlop, Rob, everybody behind me, Nahilo, Rhino Power, Spy, Hinson, just everybody behind me. Thank you so much.
Let's bring Tad from the American Motorcyclist Association to the stage, and he will present the #1 plate to Michaela Nielsen. Let's hear it for her. Michaela, you get a set of Oakley sunglasses. Now again, these are female sunglasses, but in the girls class, they could be yours if you want them. And also, of course, the championship champagne. We invite